Welcome back to Newshour Special Edition. Now, Congress Party's default template nowadays seems to be divide and rule. Every time it is cornered over a matter, that is the toolkit that they tend to activate. Why are we saying that? Because it is once again on display in the matter of deforestation in Kanchagachi, Bauli. The bulldozers there had been tearing through the forested landscape in the name of development. They were finally brought to a halt after Supreme Court verdict. The Congress now has decided to give it another disturbing twist. Congress MP Mallu Ravi has stoked the controversy by claiming that there is a North Indian hand, specifically of the students from Gujarat, behind the student protest, and that their activism was born out of jealousy.
ప్రభుత్వానికి వచ్చిన భూమిని ఎవరికైనా వస్తే వెంటనే దాని పొజిషన్ తీసుకోరు కాబట్టి పొజిషన్ తీసుకుంటుంటే అక్కడేదో అన్యాయం జరిగిపోతుందని లేకపోతే దీని మీద ఇచ్చినటువంటి సోషల్ మీడియా వాళ్ళంతా గుజరాత్ వాళ్ళు నార్త్ ఇండియా వాళ్ళు హెచ్సిసిలో హైదరాబాద్ సెంట్రల్ యూనివర్సిటీలో ఉన్న ఉత్తర భారతదేశం నుంచి వచ్చిన విద్యార్థులు ఎక్కువ మంది మన తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో జరుగుతున్నటువంటి ఈ అభివృద్ధిని చూడలేక పెద్ద ఎత్తున వ్యతిరేకంగా సోషల్ మీడియాలో చేస్తున్నారు. ఆ చేసిన వాళ్ళందరి మీద కేసులు పెట్టడం జరుగుతుంది.
Cases have been filed against students in a matter where Supreme Court itself had to intervene and wrap the Telangana government for its project that wrought devastation on the ecosystem in the area. Congress party is filing cases. 54 students, including members of the ABVP, have been booked following their participation in the stir. And while sources say that the government is now mulling a mega eco park in this area, it seems like Congress is in a dilemma as to how exactly to tackle this issue that has now become a political hot potato.
I think it's an absurd statement, a nonsense statement made by Congress leaders. This shows the mentality of the Congress party that they are divisive in their thinking.
एक तरफ भारत जोड़ो और एक तरफ भारत तोड़ो, ये कांग्रेस की पुरानी नीति रही है.
वो डिवाइड ही करेंगे और हम उनको करने नहीं देंगे.
This is absolutely wrong. The university is a home for the entire students from the whole of India.
Joining me now is Advocate Rachna Reddy, BJP spokesperson, Ayush Singh, who is Unit Secretary of ABVP from HCU, Dinesh Chowdhury, BRS's spokesperson, and Tehseen Poonawala continues to stay with us. He's a political analyst. Tehseen, again, the first question to you. Is there any way that you can explain to us what really does Mallu Ravi mean by saying that these protests were born out of jealousy?
Thank you. Once again, happy Ram Navami to the new panelists on the show. Two issues out here. Just to take your viewers quickly, this wasn't forest land. I want to make this absolutely clear. This land was given by Chandrababu Naidu ji when he was Chief Minister in United Andhra for a foreign-based company, his Indian subsidiary. They did nothing. Subsequent governments from Chandrababu Naidu to KTR ji's government went to court trying to reclaim the land, and this government won both in the Honorable High Court and Supreme Court. The issue that this is forest land was completely false, fake. Those noises of the peacocks and the deer were AI generated. We now know all of these were facts. However, these were vested interest protests, some of them misled by good people, but the language that these were Gujarat fueled, these are not Indians, people who are jealous is wrong, unacceptable. You cannot spread hatred like this. Some of these people, good people, were misled. That's fine. The government should talk to them. The Telangana Chief Minister, the Honorable Chief Minister, has constituted a high-level committee, and it will be the world's best eco park, Rajiv Gandhi Eco Park, the world's best eco park. So that will happen. We are not going to build an IT park there. But these statements should be avoided. Let's not call students, some well-led, and some like this KTR people who wanted that land, who were trying to fuel this. Let's not call this, but let's not call them Gujarat-oriented or not Indian. That's not acceptable. But KCR and KTR should remember that time will turn. They should remember. Why did KTR ji, who's today talking so much, in his government affidavits not put this as forest land? Put those affidavits out in front of the people? Just ask that question. This is the vested interest.
No, but the problem, Tehseen, is that Congress's own legislators are not asking that question. No, they have been asking those questions. Those questions will be answered by the opposition. But when you're MP, not a fringe leader, not a small-time district secretary, he is an MP. Yeah. Who is coming out to say that this is because of North Indian students.
Not good.
Aren't you serving an issue to the opposition on a platter?
Not good. We should not spread hatred. North Indians are also ours. Gujaratis are also ours. Marathis also us, Hindi-speaking people also us. Violence and mob on name of other language, other religion, other gender is not acceptable. It's not the Congress way of life. The MP should not be speaking like that. I'm grateful to the Honorable Chief Minister. He's making the world's greatest eco park, Rajiv Gandhi Eco Park. I'm very grateful to him.
Right. If we run the before and after visuals of destruction, a lot of that park has already been destroyed. And the damage is irreparable.
It is grazing land. It wasn't a park. The park will now.
Yes, but the kind of the felling that has happened, a lot of that damage seems pretty irrevocable. If I could request our PCR to run those before and after visuals as well. But Dinesh Chowdhury, what does one make of Congress party when anybody who's even trying to defend them cannot come up with an explanation to statements that their own leaders are making? North-South divide.
Congress has been caught red-handed trying to destroy the ecosystem and biodiversity of Hyderabad. And now, after the Supreme Court wrapping them for that destruction, and now they are saying the North Indian students are behind this. They are jealous of Telangana's development and they are responsible for this. And they are trying to shift the blame on AI also. And let me educate Mr. Tehsin Poonawalla that those cries of peacocks are not AI generated. Those videos were taken by the students of HCU. They have come forward on record. They have told that we have taken those videos and we are now afraid the police will come to our houses and they will try to threaten us. Because we have seen how they have behaved. They have dragged the girl students by their hair. They have torn their clothes. The students and teachers who were protesting against this sort of ecological destruction were beaten mercilessly. And even journalists who were covering this were taken into custody. PhD students were put behind bars alleging conspiracy. And who are these people? Who are Revant Reddy? Who is Tehsin Poonawalla? Who is Rahul Gandhi to create this sort of destruction to Hyderabad? That 400 acres of Kanchagachi Bauli is home to 735 species of plants, 220 species of birds and mammals, including the protected star tortoises and the Telangana state animal spotted deer. And Telangana Congress government, they have raised the 100 acres of this greenery in 4 days. They have brought destruction.
And this fact that you're saying has also been cited by the judge, huh, Tehsin? He says 100 acres destroyed in 2 to 3 days. So whether peacocks are crying or that voice is AI generated, one cannot refute the fact that 100 acres of land has been felled in now, 2 to 3 days.
The question I
and this is from a judge who is not
an Honorable Supreme Court. Yes, that's a
he has no political agenda to be jealous of Telangana government.
But before that, the case that won in the Honorable High Court and Supreme Court on the same 400 acres land, of which the BRS was a party for the longest time because they were governing Telangana. The question I asked him, he spoke about everything but the question I asked him. Why didn't the BRS government on affidavit in the Honorable High Court not say that, hey, this is forest land? Why did it want that land back for development? Why was your affidavit in the Honorable High Court saying that the company that was supposed to build has not built, so now we will want to auction this land to another company to build something out there? And why were you party to another 397 acres given to the university? By the way, if it was forest land, how did the university come in? Universities can't come out in forest land. So please, leave this rhetoric. Tehsin Poonawalla, maybe nobody, but Tehsin Poonawalla knows his facts. And the fact is that the BRS today is doing politics and only politics if you have put your money where your mouth is on TV and put your affidavit out. Your affidavit in court, in High Court said, your government's affidavit, we want this land to build another construction. Why? If it was forest land.
No, all valid questions and BRS should answer them just as any other political party. But there is one question whose validity I cannot establish now. Sir, I'll come to you. I'll come to you. We've had these questions being raised on several occasions now over the last week. Times Now being one of the first few channels who picked up this issue nationally. But Ayush Singh, as somebody who belongs to the ABVP, can you tell me if there is any truth to these allegations that are being levelled by Mallu Ravi, that you were politically motivated, that there was a certain group of students from North India who was behind these protests? Am I wrong in believing that for a very long time, even the NSUI, which is a Congress affiliate student body, was also with you in these protests?
Ma'am, first I will answer to Tehsil Punewala what he's saying that the peacock video is AI generated. I think I should invite Tehsil Punewala to come to the campus and see whether it was AI generated or whether the ecology is there or not. His statement is totally baseless and what kind of statement he is giving. This University of Hyderabad has a wide variety of habitat species is there. It's totally wrong that this is AI generated or something like that. And he is telling totally wrong statement. He should come to Hyderabad, he should come to HCU. We will welcome him and we will show him what is the biodiversity, what the university has. Second part of the question of what you are telling, NSUI is not part of the protest in the campus. It's the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad which is leading protest, and we were the 54 Karyakarta from the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad who were detained in the Gachi, Bauli and Kulur police station, ma'am. So Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad leading the protest.
What are the charges against you?
Ma'am, if I don't remember the charges, ma'am, but charges yesterday of FIR has came from Gachi Bauli police station, ma'am.
Is it a FIR or police complaint, just for my knowledge?
No, FIR is there. First information report on 54 students.
I'm in Hyderabad next week. I'll request the Chief Minister. This students should not happen. It is not right. But you've not done violence, no?
No, I'm just wondering if there is a section for jealousy.
170 BNSS, 170 section is there.
Under BNS.
Yeah, that's not a section for jealousy or for being a North Indian, none of which happens to be a crime. But Ms. Rachna Reddy, what really do you think could be Congress's strategy? Because like I said, and I can't repeat it enough, this is not some low-level leader. This has to be a thought-out statement. There has to be a certain reason why he chose to pick up this angle of trying to create a rift between North and South.
Good evening, ma'am. I mean, Congress has been the mother of hypocrisy since the word go. I mean, they frequently follow this pattern of shoot and scoot in news cycles, if you know what I mean. Because here is a chief minister and an MP who until a week back were hell-bent on destroying a deemed forest. Haseen, I'm correcting myself, deemed forest. 400 acres of deemed forest, claiming that they want to auction it for an IT park, claiming that they got the land after litigation from HCU, and now they take an about turn and say it's going to be a quote-unquote Rajiv Gandhi eco park. And then at the same time, in the same breath, the Chief Minister has the audacity to say that he's going to shift University of Hyderabad, a central government university, without any kind of permissions from the UGC, the Human Resource Development Ministry, or even a word of I have applied for permission, and say that he's going to shift it to the fourth city. And the fourth city was what, ma'am? In the previous BRS government, the fourth city, more than 20,000 acres of land was forcibly acquired for allegedly Pharma City, which now Revant Reddy junks and claims that he wants to build another fourth city to which he is going to shift University of Hyderabad, and then he is going to turn this erstwhile IT auction claim into a quote-unquote, again, the dynastic Rajiv Gandhi Eco Park. I mean, what do they want to do? First of all, here it is not just about who the land belongs to. It's not, as a lawyer, I'm saying this on authority. It's not a question of who the land belongs to or the ownership of the land. It is the question of what you are using it for. When you want to create an IT park, allegedly an auction of the land as your land, claiming that you won the ownership in litigation, it is your duty, because it is considered a deemed to forest with scheduled wildlife and plants. Right. You have to take permission under the from the MOEF, get an environmental clearance.
All things said and done, legally Congress might not be on the wrong side of this debate when they say that they did get a go-ahead from the court to develop this land. But
they are, ma'am.
I have this last 10 seconds left, and I want to quote what Chief Justice Justice B.R. Gavai of the Supreme Court said when they told the Congress government representative in the court that they should not be rolling out bulldozers anymore. Chief Secretary will go to temporary prison constructed on the same spot near the lake. If he wants to enjoy the state hospitality, one can't help keep it. So better ensure our orders are complied with. Leave everything else aside. This exasperation shows what kind of rules might have been flouted by the state government for the court to come up with such a stern observation on record. Thank you everybody for joining me and Rachna Reddy ma'am. We've completely run out of time, taking a very quick break.